Okay, sorry if you can hear the rooster, but a neighbor of mine has a rooster, or a hen, or I think it's a rooster, and it keeps cock-a-doodle doing or whatever, so if you can hear that, my apologies, but that's life. As you can tell by the title, today I'm doing a comparison of skincare. I told you I was going to do this a long time ago, and I'm finally doing it. It is a comparison between the Glossier Super Pure, which you guys know is a long-time favorite. This is probably like my 5th or 6th empty of this. And then I'm comparing it to the Ordinary Niacinamide and Zinc because the ingredients are very similar in these products, and one is a fraction of the price of the other. Now, as you guys know, I do work with Glossier. I make commission off anything you buy through my link. I've told you about this, I'm a Glossier rep, but you know, they don't sway my opinions on anything. I'm always very honest. But this is $24, this Glossier Super Pure. Pretty much what it does is help with acne. It is not technically a spot treatment, but it's a serum that helps with pores, redness, kind of helps to fight breakouts gently, and it also helps to prevent them. I find that I like it so much because I do have drier skin, and it doesn't over dry me like so many other things do. It is for all over the face. I mean, you could just use it as a spot treatment, but I would use it all over the face just once a day because the serums from Glossier can only be used once a day each. Like, you could use one in the morning and one at night, but you can't use like one twice a day. It says not to, but the ordinary one you can use morning and night. I only use it at night, but I guess it must be less potent or something. Pretty much they are both 1 fluid ounce. This one's $24 and this one is $5.90. Very big difference there in price. I do think that the Glossier one is worth the price, but I also really like this one. They both have 10 ingredients. So right there, if you're like worried about the amount of ingredients or chemicals or something like that, they both have 10 ingredients. They are also both vegan and cruelty-free, if those things are important to you. You guys know, like, I've raved about this in so many videos. It has become a staple in my skincare routine. My little brother loves it too. I think he's bought like 4 bottles now too. It's just so nice because the texture of this is so thin. I wouldn't consider it like water. It is empty, so I wish I could film like a close-up of like the texture of it. The texture is very watery. It's not like what you would imagine a serum to be like. It is more on the watery side. Now, if you squeeze this out and put it on your fingers, it won't immediately seep right through them or something like that. But I usually would take it with a dropper and just drop it on like my forehead and my cheeks and then rub it in. And it rubs in all of 10 seconds. It absorbs very quickly, and I like it so much also because it's very convenient. It's user-friendly, it's not high maintenance. I think that's why my brother likes it, because it doesn't feel like anything. You literally just put some on your face, rub it in for like a second, and then it absorbs and you're done. It doesn't feel sticky or goopy or oily or anything. It doesn't feel like anything, but it really does make quite a difference. Now this one is quite a different texture. It's more of like a whitish, not milky, but almost milky consistency. And when you squeeze it out, it's a lot more syrupy. This one's a lot thicker than the Glossier one. It definitely takes longer to rub in for sure. If you like that the Glossier one is thinner and easier to use and it just absorbs like that and you can't feel it, this might not be for you. If you're weird with textures, you don't like your skin feeling like there's anything on it, you might not like this. Definitely, like I said, is thicker texture. So when you put it on your hands, it'll stay like on your fingertips. You can rub it in and it looks shiny for a couple of minutes. It does have to absorb. I don't want to say it's sticky, but it is a syrupy kind of serum. It is a serum, so you can use it all over your face, but I have been known to use it as like a spot treatment when my skin's really clear, not like one zit. But I do notice that when I wake up the next day, there's almost like a film over the spot. I don't notice it when I use it all over in like a thinner, like you kind of thin it out and let it blend in and like absorb, but when you use it on one spot, it's a bit more of like a concentrated area and it kind of makes a film. And Super Pure has never done that. So although the ingredients are super similar, I do think that the Super Pure it's just easier. I don't know how to word this. Obviously, Super Pure is more expensive. It still is pretty good for like a really good skincare, and if I didn't find this, I would 100% purchase this over and over and over. Not to say I won't purchase it again. I think they both are just equally as effective though. That's like kind of what you wanted. They both work the same when it comes to acne, comes to breakouts. They both haven't over-dried me. They both help get rid of breakouts faster than normal, and I really like them both. I really don't have a complaint about either one, like their effectiveness. I just prefer the texture and consistency of this, but this does feel like you're putting on a serum. This one just absorbs and it's gone. So it kind of depends what you prefer. If you want this but you are looking for a cheaper alternative, I don't think you're going to be disappointed by this whatsoever, but it is not a dupe. I wouldn't say it's an exact dupe. I think the effect is the same. So if that's all you're worried about is like what's going to do for your skin, that is the same. But if you're more picky with textures and things like that, there is a difference. Another thing is the scent. This one has no scent whatsoever. This one has a scent. And I think all the Ordinary products, all of them are not scented, but they have kind of like a, it's not necessarily chemically or paint-like. I don't know how to describe it, but there is more of a scent. It's not fragrance, it's just like a scent that naturally occurs in the ingredients. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention is both of these cannot be used with vitamin C. Vitamin C and niacinamide do not mix well together. So if you're going to use these at night, you can use vitamin C in the morning and vice versa, because they won't mix well, they'll counteract each other and just not work. So if you're going to use vitamin C in your routine, there's a bug. If you're going to use vitamin C in your routine, separate it from this at like the different time of the day or something. I think from right now, the point where I am with my skin, I will repurchase the one from the Ordinary just because it is cheaper. But in the winter, I don't want to say it's more effective than this one because it's not, but I think that the consistency of this just doesn't affect your skin as much somehow. Like it has the same effect on the acne and breakouts that you want, but because it just absorbs into the skin so quickly, I don't really know how to describe it. On the summer when my skin is not as dry, I do like this, but I am not hesitant, but I'm keeping focus on what it's going to look like in the winter when it's cooler out. The texture might bother me more in the winter, if that makes sense. And this one's fuss-free. That's what I would describe this as. Glossier in general, they're very fuss-free. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It's very easy. Essentials. That's one of the reasons I love Glossier. This is much more apply it and you're done. This one is more, you gotta wait a little bit. If you're like having a long routine anyway, it's not like a problem, it's not a hassle, but it's just not as hassle-free as Glossier. So I will definitely repurchase this, but I'll definitely repurchase this. I think they're both great. It just really depends on your preference of textures. I think that's the biggest difference here other than the price, obviously. So that is my review / comparison between these two products that are kind of the same. So if you have any questions, please leave them in a comment below and I'd be happy to answer them. I am using other products from the Ordinary though, so if you guys want me to do like a review on the products I have tried, please let me know in a comment because I'd be happy to do that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more from me, and I will see you next time. Bye!